Climate change is a topic that gets a lot of attention in today's environmental circles. Many scientists have been studying climate change in varying ways all around the world. PCN caught up with a climate lab right here in South Plymouth that brings youth, birds, and climate all together.
We're here today at Manomet, Inc., and we have an 8th grade class from the Sandwich STEM Academy here. And what we are doing is connecting kids to nature. On this lovely day, kids are going to learn a connection between bird migration and climate change.
The three things we wanted to do are to measure the length and breadth of leaves and record that on a transect. We wanted to show the three parameters that we're measuring with vegetation. The exciting thing, I think, about this whole project is that it's keyed into climate change. We have data here since 1966, so we're now in our 49th year of collecting data on the timing of the migration of birds through in spring.
Each one of these red dots on here represents a bird that we banded here at Manomet that was found somewhere else. So this bird is a species of warbler called a Blackburnian warbler. This is a male common yellowthroat. And these guys are a species that we've actually noticed their timing is different over the years.
The students have been working at their schools, and they have been looking at the timing of leaf out, which is temperature dependent. They've been looking at, as the leaves come out, little caterpillars coming into the leaves, that's temperature dependent. And the migrant birds are returning, some from the southern part of the US, some from Central America. They're all coming back, and their goal is to hit that absolute peak of insects, fatten up, use that as fuel, and continue their migrations north. It's going to go really fast. Are you ready?
They taught us about how the migrations are different every year and how they track it. They use a lot of data and they keep the nets there over time. They said how if the data was different, it showed there was a climate change. So if the climate was a bit warmer, they might change their migration route.
Well, the idea is we're collecting data over time at your guys' school, and you'll go out in the next few weeks and collect data yourselves. And the idea is for you guys to build your own long-term data set.
We formed a partnership with a great nonprofit called Turk, and they are curriculum development experts. And the program was being formalized from an informal program here at Manomet to a curriculum that could be applied in the middle schools. So we're specifically working with 7th and 8th grade.
Our approach is to focus very much on the processes and the practices by which knowledge is created and how the students make their knowledge for themselves. So the partnership between Turk and Manomet on the Climate Lab was natural from that point of view.
They have these materials that you might not be able to just get in your backyard. They put a lot of hard work into making these materials just for us.
And so we were glad to have an opportunity to partner with this research institution to develop curriculum and evaluate the program and understand the dynamics that happen when schools and students and scientists work together to learn about the world and about climate change specifically.
It's definitely an experience that you're probably not going to have another chance to get. As these birds, they let you touch them. I was able to actually let one fly away off my hand.
When people encounter climate change in the press or even in curriculum in schools, it tends to come across as something that's distant, it's abstract, it's impersonal, and it's in the future. And with projects like the Climate Lab, we can help people see that it's here and it's now and it's affecting things that they care about and that they're familiar with.